This is day 115. This is our day on graphing ordered pairs. So yesterday we learned how to move both vertically and horizontally on a grid. Today we're actually going to be assigning those points with coordinates. So we're going to start with some vocab. An ordered pair is a pair of numbers that is used to name a point. Here we have the number, the ordered pair 3, 5. The first number is the x-coordinate, tells you how far to travel along the x-axis. This is the horizontal axis, and so we're going to say, like, this is horizontal. It tells you how far to travel to the right. And then the second number is the y-coordinate, and it tells you how far to travel along the y-axis, up and down, right? And so this tells you how far up to go. And then again, right here, we'll label x and y. The origin is the place where the x-axis and the y-axis intersect. That means where they cross, and they cross right here at this point called the origin, which is also the point 0, 0. Pay special attention to this. Make sure that students are identifying this is the origin, the point 0, 0. The x-axis, which is the horizontal axis, and the y-axis, which is the vertical axis, are perpendicular. And so making that point that they make a 90-degree angle. Then go ahead and for this first one, you're identifying what the coordinates are for each one of these. We always start at the origin. Then we move right to find how many units on the x-axis. So for the car, I'm moving 2 units here, and then I can move up to see that this is 6 units here. So this coordinate is 2, 6. We always do x first and then y. Our coordinates are always inside parentheses with a comma between them. In the next example, students are now plotting, or like you are modeling, plotting these coordinate pairs, these ordered pairs on this graph. And so we're plotting each one of these. Notice and pay special attention to these ones where we have 6, 0. So on the x-axis, 0, 3, so on the y-axis, and 0, 0, the origin. And then we have to describe the process for plotting point A. This is where you're modeling. I'm moving 5 units horizontally along the x-axis, and then I'm moving 2 units up, so 2 units vertically along the y-axis to get to 5, 2. Which of these points is on the x-axis? Well, we actually have 2 points on the x-axis, point C and point E. And then 2 points on the y-axis, D and E. E is on both because E is where the x-axis and the y-axis intersect. That's the origin. Make sure that you have students doing all of this guided practice and independent practice, and that you're going over it. This is an easy one to show your student work or show other student work on the board and have kids check. As you get later and later into the independent practice, you'll see that some of the problems, that the item types are changing a little, which is totally fine, and students are working towards that the entire time, that they should be able to, not just replicate, but also apply in new situations. And then finally at the end, we're also plotting when some of the scales are different, right? So here the scale on the x-axis is increasing by 2, and here the scale on the y-axis is increasing by 5. Doesn't change how we plot it. We would still plot over 2 and then up 15. Here we're just counting differently.